Hey, welcome. It's Brian, and this is Guitar Solo Reactions. And today we're back with Deep Purple, and we are doing the song Sometimes I Feel Like Screaming. This was a pretty big hit for them, I believe. Steve Morse had kind of recently joined the band. This is off the record Perpendicular, or Perpendicular. Oh, I never realized that. Anyway, it came out in '96. Steve had just joined the band in '94 after kind of a quick and halfway through a tour quitting of Richie Blackmore, replaced by, I believe it was Joe Satriani for the rest of the tour. Then Steve stepped in, and he's been in the band up until 2022, where he kind of quit and kind of is doing other things. But why I'm doing this is mostly because of Steve Morse, and I recently saw an interview with him on Rick Beato. He talked about kind of arthritis, and I had noticed in something about 2 or 3 years ago that he was playing differently and not as articulate in a certain way that he had been that whole time. And like I said in the previous video, I just did Black Knight from '96 live at Montreux, and I've been listening to Steve Morse since I don't know what year the introduction came out. It was probably mid '80s, but I've known of Steve since the Dregs. So before that record even came out, and had bought his instructional Starlicks cassettes, not videotapes yet. So I thought it'd be fun as kind of a I don't know, dedication, homage, whatever, to Steve. I've kind of gone back and started listening to the Dregs and his other work. So he's a sweet guy. Great interview with Rick Beato. So check that out if you care or haven't seen it. So with that said, here we go. Deep Purple, Sometimes I Feel Like Screaming.
Sometimes.
Beautiful, man.
While you were out, message said you left a number and I tried to call, but they wrote it down in a perfect Spanish scrawl. Perfect Spanish scrawl.
I think in the interview with Rick Beato, he's talking about kind of those cool harmonic points on the guitar, and he's doing kind of those kind of plucked harmonics like Lenny Brow did, and Andy Summers, lots of other people since, but and kind of finding those cool nodes, those harmonic nodes that sometimes are in weird spots on the neck, something like that. So it's kind of cool to see him doing that technique on the song.
All the backstreet dolls in the sidewalk, Johnny's in the wide-eyed boys with their bags full of money. Back in the alley, going back to the wall, tied to the tail of a midnight crawl. Never wanna be so high, I know. Time's gone by, haven't been so low. Best laid plans come falling at the seams, shatter my dreams. Sometimes I feel like screaming. Close my eyes. It's times like this. My head goes down. The only thing I know is the name of this town. Name of this town.
using a PV. What is that? Is that 6505? This is probably before that. I forgot he used PV stuff. He's obviously had the Music Man for a long time after he kind of, I don't know if he retired at his old telly with the strap neck or not, but he's been using those forever. But I didn't know he used PV back then. Yeah, killer tone.
All the backstreet dolls and the psycho Johnnies and the wide-eyed boys with their bags full of money. Back in the alley, going back to the wall, tied to the tail of a midnight crawl. Never would have been so high, no, with the times gone by, haven't been so low. Escalade plans come apart at the seams, shatter my dreams. All in the mind, ooh yeah, all in the mind, yeah. All in the mind, ooh yeah, all in the mind. Well, the backstreet dolls and the psycho Johnnies and the wide-eyed boys with their bags full of money. Back in the alley, going back to the wall, tied to the tail of a midnight crawl. Never would have been so high, no. Time goes by, haven't been so low.
I just noticed that Ian Pace is left-handed after all these years. Anyway, I think Roger played V'ger basses for a long time as well, because before, I forgot what he had for the longest time, but V'ger was it for a long time as well. I don't know what he used before that. I want to say Rickenbacker, but I think that was more Glenn Hughes than him in Deep Purple, so...
Escalade plans come apart at the seams, shatter my dreams.
Wow, that's probably one of the most beautiful melodies I can think of in rock music history. I have heard that song before, obviously at some point, probably when that record came out, because when Deep Purple came back out, any of you Deep Purple fans will know, Perfect Strangers. I love that record. It had quite a few, like, knocking on your back door. That was pretty cool. Or at your back door. That was fine. But Perfect Strangers and Wasted Sunsets, awesome songs. In general, a pretty great record. Per- Perpendicular is the record that Steve was first on. And there's some pretty funny stuff on there. I think Ian Gillan is probably one of the weirdest dudes ever that I like. You know, whether it was with Black Sabbath, which is one of my favorite Black Sabbath records. I love most Black Sabbath records up until a point. And he just has a lot of funny things he says in between songs that make either no sense or maybe a lot, depending if you know who he is or something. I don't know. But anyway, I love Steve. It's kind of cool to see him, like I said, in that Rick Beato video, to kind of expose people that are younger to someone that, for me and my age group, and if you're in your 50s or older and you love guitar and you like kind of, you know, lots of technical guitar playing, Steve Morse was at the top. And in fact, when the introduction came out, that record, Cruise Missile, that was on MTV. That was one of the videos I would stay up or, watch MTV through a lot of things that I didn't like so much, and a lot of things I did, but it was basically that and all the songs off of Three of a Perfect Pair by King Crimson. There was 2 or 3 videos of, I think, Sleepless and one other that were from that record that they would play. And anyway, so kind of cool memories. And hearing Steve talk on that interview was really sweet because he's a very down home kind of guy, like just normal cat who does all sorts of incredible stuff, or has, whether it's being a pilot and, an incredible guitar player and just all the kind of cool things he's done in his life. So anyway, this is kind of dedicated to Steve, and yeah. If you like this kind of thing, please like, subscribe, and comment. I'm Brian, and thanks for watching.